Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm very happy to have you here. We're going to dive right into your reading. My cards today that I chose were inspired by Holy. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I love all celebrations of color and love. That's right up my alley. So anyway, yeah, just channeling that energy here today, hopefully. All right, for Pisces, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. Keep in mind, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. Wow, Pisces, you're getting freedom on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like that was a theme yesterday, or maybe we even got a card that said freedom. Wow, holy moly. Wow. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going to say this because I'm feeling it. Right before I came on here, not right before, but like this morning, I read this thing that said, oh man, when no one else will stand for you, that's when you have to stand for yourself or something. And I'm getting that energy right here for some reason. So I don't know, take it as it resonates. That may be something that's coming or something that has happened, or, you know, I have no idea how that could be related or who that message is for, but I felt very compelled to say it. So Pisces, you're getting freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. You're getting present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. You're getting expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. And you're getting elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Okay, I was also just reminded to say, I like to tell you guys when I think a deck is really good for you personally to read for yourself, and this is one. I absolutely love James Van Praagh, and I love his decks and his energy and his messages, and I really, this is what the deck looks like. But it's you, if you are just needing gentle reminders in your day, shuffling through here and choosing a day in the morning and just keeping it somewhere where you can see it and continuously reading it can really help to like raise your vibration. So just if you're interested in that, I'm throwing that out there. I don't get anything for saying that either. Pisces, there is this energy of you are really on the precipice of something new. You are elevating. And when we elevate, a whole host of things tend to happen as we're moving into that space, or as, you know, that begins to happen. A lot of times we, you know, we find that we no longer resonate or relate to the same things that we did at one time. We find that, you know, people who we used to be really close to are kind of draining our energy. We just, there's a whole host of things that our eyes are really open to as we begin to make, as we begin to elevate. Bhakti, buddy, your bed is the same bed. What are you doing? Sorry, you guys, my dog was just like pawing at his bed, and he's usually just sleeping on it. There's a lot of distractions here. My mind keeps getting these messages. I almost feel this energy of you have something coming here, Pisces, and it's almost like I feel the energy of not wanting to ruin your surprise, or not wanting to like reveal something too fast to you, or even put it in a space where you're then expecting it to happen. All of those things are sort of dangerous if we let life unfold and we just are grateful for it no matter what it is and no matter what it's bringing to us. And that's where we're in our most powerful, and that's when we can really enjoy life the most. That's at least what I believe. So I feel this energy of kind of not wanting to reveal something, or something, it's like it's here in the cards, but it's also like, you know, sometimes it's nice to just let life surprise you a little bit. So, but what I'm getting from this completely is that you are very powerful. You are capable of using your voice. You are capable of standing for yourself, even if you are standing by yourself. You are on the precipice of a brand new cycle, and I feel like literal abundance here. Um, and I feel something about St. Patrick's Day, so I don't know, take that as it resonates. But like rainbows and pots of gold and like something Irish maybe, I have no idea. Anyway, you also have the present moment, and in the present moment, we have the opportunity to launch, you know, a million waves and put new energy out there and plant seeds that can ripen in the future. But if we're stuck in the past, or we're too far focused on the future, or we're too, you know, attached to some kind of outcome, we are not really open to the present moment and its full potential and what we can really create here and now. And so with the freedom card on the bottom of the deck, I know it's coming across as a different meaning today than it did yesterday, I feel. If there was a freedom card, I don't know. But there is this energy of freeing yourself from the common pitfalls or the common traps that actually prevent us from being happy. You know, too strongly visualizing or you know, focusing on a particular aspect of our life or something unfolding in a particular way. You know, once you ask the universe for it, or you put that energy out there and you do it really with a lot of feeling, you don't need to continue to like hold on to it, or you know, you've put it in the hands of the universe. And if you continue to make free will choices that support that, and you trust the universe and you don't waver from that, you know, it will come. And so the freedom, I feel like, is the freedom to not force something, the freedom to not cling to something, the freedom to just kind of allow life to unfold here. It is definitely happening for you right now, Pisces. I mean, I believe life is always happening for us, but this is like, you're going to experience some kind of gain here. I definitely feel that. All right, so let's dive in. This is one of my new decks here that we're going to be using. I'm really excited about it. Also, thank you guys so much for all the feedback on the end messages. You know, you'll have to let me know if you're ready for a change, because I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing until somebody says something. All right, here we go. Or I feel guided to change it. All right. So for Pisces, wow. Bottom of the deck, memory. The memory of you is fading. I feel like you are letting someone go. I don't feel like this is someone letting you go. I feel like this is you kind of stepping into your freedom and really releasing yourself from something that I feel like you've been waiting on, or something that has kind of really let you down, or something that just hasn't shown up for you. Pisces, I feel like you were definitely dealing with someone here who wasn't really showing up to the plate. You know, you have this energy of, I just want you to want me the way I want you. Like, I just want you to want to give to me in this connection, or be committed to this connection, or be loyal to this connection, or, you know, help grow and collaborate in this connection the way that I am willing to do. I just need someone to step up here. And then it says, I don't know who I am, so how can you? So you're dealing with someone who hasn't met themselves deeply, who can't meet you deeply, because they haven't met themselves deeply. There is no depth there. Like, you can keep asking questions, you can keep diving, and you may feel like this person is intentionally holding the answers back, but I think that they don't have the answers. And, you know, I also just read this morning, if you are not the voice in your head, then who are you? Isn't that a crazy question to think about? And, you know, sometimes, you know, I think we all know people that And sometimes we are those people. We all kind of fall prey to this, where we get so wrapped up in what is happening and what's in front of us and what we want to happen and how we want things to play out and how, what would be, what we feel would be in our highest and best, and trying to achieve that outcome, that we kind of stop silencing our mind. We kind of stop searching, for clarity through silence, through, letting the answer come to us. We have this tendency to be like driving, like, this is what I want to happen, or you're lost in fantasy land of, your ideal thing happening. And all of those things actually take us away from the present moment. And all of those things actually take us away from our true power, unless we're really deliberately using them as a tool. And so there is this kind of energy of, I feel like someone who, they just sort of go day to day going, this is what I want to happen. This is how I want things to work out. This is da 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 da. And they're not really checking in with themselves. They're not really just giving themselves a little peace and a little silence to even ask themselves, if everything does work out exactly as I'm hoping it does, is that actually going to make me happy? Or is that actually going to be the solution to kind of like where I am now or what I'm experiencing now? You have this card that is, I have nothing left to give you. And I feel this card kind of came out with this card, which is, I don't know who I am, so how can you? When someone doesn't know themselves and they're not giving to themselves and they're not taking care of themselves, self-love is silence for a moment. Self-love is a hot bath, or a moment of meditation, or a moment of just unplugging to just see what comes, and it's like, this person is like, I can just feel they're depleted, and they're really not a giving person. It's like a voracious appetite of like me. You know what I mean? That's how I'm getting this. It's just like, I don't want to stop and think about myself. I'm not trying to get to know myself. I'm trying to win. You know what I mean? I'm trying to win at life. I'm trying to get the most or have the most or be the best or whatever it is. And so, yeah, this person, it's like they may have disappeared and been like, I really just can't give you what you want. And I think it's true, at least in this energy, it's true. I feel like you, though, Pisces, keep in mind, roles can definitely be reversed, but there is this sense of, it's you, it's always been you here. And I do feel more like you are feeling shut out from this person, or you're feeling like you can see the potential in them to give so much more than this, and you believed in them, and like it ultimately, they may have shut a door in your face, or you know what I mean, they may have metaphorically just been like, all right, I'm all good, I gotta go, you know what I mean, like I can't do this. And you have this energy here that is, I know you still think of me, energy doesn't lie. So there's this energy of like, I know we're still connected. I know it wasn't that easy for you to walk away. I know that there was more there than you're willing to admit. And next to that, you have saying sorry isn't enough, but I can't find the words. So I think you're right. Like, I feel like Piscean intuition is generally correct. So I feel like you're generally right about this. However, I feel like you're dealing with someone who lacks a lot of courage or a lot of bravery to like actually step up and be vulnerable, or to risk, being emotionally exposed. Let's see. Let's dive into the next one. And I feel like you are kind of moving on a little bit, Pisces. I feel like you are kind of moving away from this energy where it's like you need to know what the next chapter is, Oh my gosh, you guys, you just got the card of abundance. And I'm sorry, but does that not remind you of St. Patrick's Day and gold at the end of the rainbow? I'm like, that is pretty much exactly what I saw. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. What a message. What a message. Okay, Pisces, so you're getting surrender with hunger, peace and intuition, abundance and sweetness. Pisces, the sweetness of life is not far from you. It just isn't. There I feel like there is this moment coming where things are literally, you're just drawing them to you like a magnet. It's like you find yourself in a different space. Where I do feel for a lot of you there is actual financial gain here. But I also find that with the sweetness card, this is the sweetness of life. This is that energy of the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles has the tree of life in it, and it's talking about, you know, those little moments that are so precious where everything just seems perfect, where you just feel completely content with what you have built and grown in your life. And so I definitely feel that coming. You have this a situation that I feel like has not been fulfilling. You've not been fulfilled here. And there is this energy of surrender with it. You know, when we focus on what we don't have, we actually call more of that into our energy. And there's just this energy that I'm getting of you taking on, how do I want to say this? It's like someone left you with a hunger that really wasn't yours. I don't know how to say this, but it's like they kind of made you believe something and then they pulled something away and they left you with this space, this hunger, this wanting more energy. And you know, it wasn't yours. It's like this person had emptiness. This person may have even been hollow in some ways, and they came into your life and maybe even made you a bunch of promises that they didn't keep. But there's just this hollowness about it, and it's like a hollowness that this person brought to you and that you've been holding, like waiting for them to come back, or wanting this thing, wanting to have it fulfilled, wanting to have that space filled, but it was never an emptiness within you until you met this person. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to say this. And there's some energy here where with the surrender, it's kind of that return to sender energy where it's like the recognition that this hunger doesn't really belong to you, this hollowness, this emptiness isn't really yours to fill, that, you know, someone put that there. Sometimes the message is, I try not to censor myself, and that's what I'm getting, you guys. It's not your own hunger. It's not your own emptiness. It's someone else's emptiness that's making you feel empty. Like, it's like they gave it to you to hold, and they left. And I don't know if they knew what they were doing or if it was like a subconscious thing or whatever, but they like transferred their own emptiness to you, their own lack to you. And I think you may have been focused on it, or you may have been, you know, waiting for it to come back around or to come back to you, or to be filled, or you thought it was a temporary thing where this person would be back or something. And possibly for some of you, they haven't come back, and so it's leaving you in this position of surrendering it, of saying, you know, I recognize this emptiness or this feeling of loss or something isn't really mine. Because to be honest with you, the feeling that I'm getting is that that person was never really capable of showing up anyway. Like they were empty, and so they didn't ever really have what they promised, or they didn't ever really have to give you what was at stake here somehow. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. So it's like you kind of giving it to the divine and saying, okay, I don't want to carry this anymore. You know, I've done everything that I can, and so I'm turning it over to you. If it is meant to come back to me, then let it come back to me. If it was never mine to carry, then return it to the person it belongs to, kind of energy. But like, I am not willing to have this hole within me. I'm not willing to carry this burden for this situation any longer, now that I recognize that it isn't my own lack. It isn't my own emptiness. It may have triggered your own emptiness, which is an opportunity for you to get to the bottom of it, which is, you know, can be a gift if you look at it that way. But this particular emptiness was never yours. It was someone else's, and they were like, here, Pisces, hold it for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I feel the energy of it, you know, affects other relationships, or it affects other opportunities for you. It also, it does energetically affect you, because whenever you feel that you have a lack, or that you're missing something, or you're focused on wanting something back, or, you know, you're also focusing on not already having it. And when you focus on not already having anything, you're calling in lack into your life. You're really switching it up here, Pisces. You're giving this hunger back to the universe. And you're like, okay, you deal with it. You're coming to a place of inner peace. You're listening to your intuition. You're aligning with what is meant for you. And that is abundance and the sweetness of life. And here it comes. So there is a major transformation here happening in your energy. And it begins with surrendering this emptiness. Or even like, it's like having an itch that never gets scratched, or having a desire that never gets filled, or, you know, and that's not to say this person isn't going to come back. I definitely feel that this person is in an energy where they just don't know what to say. They don't know how to come back at this point. But we'll see. We're going to dive into the tarot. But it's never about that person. It never has been, and it never will be. It's always been about you and the part that you're playing. And if you're willing to hold someone else's emptiness for them and let them get off scot-free without giving anything back to you for that, then people are going to take you up on that every single time, and you're going to be holding a lot of emptiness, and that's not what you want. So there's this energy of like returning all of this energy to the universe, to the sender, you know, to wherever it belongs, and finding inner peace and harmony, and aligning with your intuition, and therefore what is meant for you, which looks like abundance and the sweetness of life. There's a major shift that I feel like is happening within you, that is transforming what is happening outside of you. And Lord, I really do feel money right here. I'm just going to take one card on this abundance. I know some of you want to know. What is this abundance? Dang, I just shuffled and the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yes, Pisces, yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. See, holding on to this emptiness, holding on to this hunger for someone is blocking your energy. It's like, it's giving you a scarcity mindset, and it's blocking the flow. And with the Temperance here, this is where we open up, where we heal, where we rebalance, where we recenter, where we give it to the divine to transform, to alchemize, to change, and to release back into the energy. This is, you're getting in the flow here, Pisces. For sure, you're getting in the flow. And this is something I feel that's taken quite a while. I feel like you're still going to have feelings for this person, and I don't feel like it's not about having feelings for this person. And like I said, this person may still come back. But the thing is, it's like letting go of the things that are not serving you from this connection. And honestly, you got to let go of them, you know, in order to even accept back the connection, right? Like, because when we look for anyone or anything outside us to fill an emptiness within us, that will always be a very temporary fulfillment. It will not last. We have to find it within ourselves. We have to, you know, let go of things, surrender things, manifest things. It all happens within us, not outside of us. All right, so let's move on to the tarot. Here we go for Pisces. And also for some of you, this could have been an energy that came into your life to help you release some, you know, pain, some suffering, some unprocessed emotion. you know, grief, when we grieve, grief is how we heal trauma. And whenever we feel grief, we don't just feel the grief for the thing that we think we're feeling the grief for. We feel all of the grief. You know, we are letting go of all of it. We are releasing and purging all of it. And so I feel like this is that time, because there is more than enough, and the more than enough is coming in to be yours. I feel like, Pisces. All right, here we go. For Pisces, please, Spirit. Yeah. Wow, this is crazy. Pisces, I'm telling you, you got something good coming. Oh my gosh, peace and peace. Look at that. The way through, the only way to get there is through. You know, like, I'm getting that. So you have the World card with the Ace of Wands. You're closing out a cycle here. It feels like a difficult one. It actually feels like a cycle of lack, where things maybe did not go your way, or you felt like things did not go your way. And you're coming into an opportunity here that even could be very tied to your soul purpose with the Ace of Wands. But it's definitely a new beginning that you strongly and deeply desire. For some of you, it may have something to do with creating something or creativity. But it can also be love or passion, or, you know, anything like that. With the Six of Swords, you know, the way to get there is through coming to a place of inner peace with our past. Okay, so, like, if you think about, how do we close out a cycle? You know, okay, so let's just say something happens, all right? And we go through this period of processing that something happened. And then we go through this period of, you know, trying to understand it, and trying to, you know, hopefully find the gift or find the light in that situation. Bubby, what's going on with you? You handsome? Oh, my baby. We have to move through the processing state, then we have to move through the understanding state, right? And then we have to move through the gift state of where, you know, okay, I can come to this place of peace and acceptance, because I can see how, you know, all things being said, I have transformed through this process. I have a deeper understanding of something through this process. You know, where it goes haywire, where we don't close the cycle, is where we have to keep learning the lesson over and over and over again, because we keep making the same choices over and over again. And we're not choosing to really look at it. We're not choosing to slow down and to say, okay, where is the gift in this situation? Okay, I don't want to learn this lesson again. So how do I come to a deeper understanding of how I came to this place, and how do I maybe heal what needs to be healed, or how do I, you know, put something in place here to where, you know, like, for example, if you were in a relationship and you didn't listen to the red flags, it's like, okay, well, next time I'm going to listen to the red flags. I'm going to hear my intuition, and I'm not going to take any chances. It's just not worth it. You know what I mean? It's whatever that is. And so we have the Six of Swords accompanying the World card. So this is finally coming to a place of peace with something here that has happened, or it's something that maybe it's closing out a cycle by coming to a place of peace with whatever this was for you. And with the Ace of Wands, this is the brand new beginning. I mean, it's like you have the ending and the beginning, boom, boom. You know, sometimes we have this period of transition where we're sort of halfway in and halfway out. This feels like you're moving, like something that you want comes in almost immediately. And with the intuition card, with the peace and the intuition here, and not almost being repeated here, because the Ace of Wands is where we are really driven by our soul purpose, and where we are really aligned with that. And when we are really aligned with that and those opportunities come in, we know to grab them and to take advantage of them and to choose them. And so that's definitely, I feel this repeat energy in the cards again here, where it's just like, okay, you know, when you do come to a place of peace, when you do close out the cycle, there is this gorgeous new beginning. And how you know that you have closed out the cycle is you come to a place of peace with it, right? All right. What else can you tell me for Pisces? Wow. So you definitely have some kind of really big love coming in here, Pisces. And this may be what you desire. You have the Knight of Wands and the Two of Cups with the Four of Wands. So this is where With the Knight of Wands energy, what I'm picking up on is this is actually you, Pisces. This closing out this cycle gives you the freedom to actually really pursue what it is that you do deeply want. And that is, I think, a harmonious, happy, healthy relationship with the Two of Cups, one that meets both people's needs. Sometimes we get lost in a person, on a person, kind of, where we're like, but I love this person, and so I want it to be this person. Or I don't see anyone else coming in, so it has to be this person. Whenever we do that, we're limiting ourselves, and we don't want to limit ourselves typically. You know what I mean? We want to like open up, right? And love and these types of relationships can come from many different places, and they can definitely come out of nowhere. My husband and I were just, we went to see our son the other day, and he's like 2 hours away from home at college. And we were talking about how we both came out of nowhere in each other's lives. Like, we were talking about who we were when we were his age. And that's when for me, that's when we met. And so we ended up talking about that, and about how we really legitimately came out of nowhere in each other's lives. Like, we were not expecting to meet someone. I was like literally visiting my grandma, and I met my husband in a grocery store. And, you know, so it can come out of nowhere if you are open to it. If you are not like, okay, I need it to be this person, I need it to be this way, I need, you know what I mean? I need this kind of apology, I need them to show up in this energy. If what you're really manifesting is the connection, then that connection can come from all kinds of unexpected places, right? And what it seems like to me is that you're freeing yourself from some kind of burdensome or heavy energy or some kind of lack mentality, and you're freeing yourself to go after what it is that you actually really do want in life here. And this does feel like an energy of kind of like rapid movement, and possibly even multiple opportunities like kind of coming at you. I feel the sense of Pac-Man eating all the like dots in front of him. And boom, it's like the ghost shows up. And I know the ghosts are not Pac-Man's loves, but maybe Miss Pac-Man shows up or Mr. Pac-Man shows up. I don't know. But I have no idea why I'm even talking about Pac-Man. But the thing is, it's like, this feels very divine. This feels very much like a soulmate. This feels very much like it comes from that temperance energy. Think about the angel in the temperance card holding the 2 cups, bringing the energy together, right? This could be your past person showing back up just when you really get going, following your own passions. But whatever this is, I can tell you it is a soulmate. You have the 4 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. This is a deep soul connection that has a lot of potential. It is something that you have manifested. And it's a big love. It's a big, big love. No doubt about it. I'm going to clarify that 2 of Cups, because maybe we want to know a little something, something about it. So there's definitely an equal give and take. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously. Remember how I said is like with this abundance card, like you are attracting these things to you? Well, you have the Queen of Wands here, and this is after like the 10 of Swords. This is a very draining energy where it's like your own thoughts sometimes can be your own defeat, or can kind of pin you down or keep you stuck. And I'm not saying that's necessarily what happened here, but it is possible. It's also possible that you've just been through a really long and difficult ending, or you've been through a really long and difficult cycle. But with that resulting in the Queen of Wands, there is this energy of kind of having discovered what you don't want in order to know what you do want, and really attracting it to you here. And with the Queen of Wands holding her wand and the 4 of Wands here, there is this energy. The 4 of Wands is where what we have been manifesting actually shows up in real life. And with the Queen of Wands, there is this energy of attracting what we want to us. So that you're definitely in energetically, you are either in or coming into the energy where you are just, things are just coming towards you that you want, or that you have desired at some point. And you see with the World card here, we close out that cycle and we experience a lot of success. You have 2 6s here. And I also, for whatever reason, am getting the 2 of Cups with the 4 of Wands as a 6. And the 6s are where we harmonize, like come into unity, come into synchronicity, come into the same vibrational match with what is really meant for us. And so definitely Pisces, I mean, it is just written in the cards right here very, very clearly that you have some cycle that has been very, very difficult that is completing, and its completion is allowing you to step into this energy where you are attracting what you actually want to you, and you're having victory and success and potentially recognition for something here. But everything, this is a cycle, this new cycle, I feel like is where what you're giving to is giving back to you. And that may be something new for you or something different from the last cycle. All right. And also, you may have been manifesting a relationship that was equal, that was, you know, where what you were willing to give to it, the other person was willing to give to it. So this could be that you were manifesting that, and this is where that shows up. All right, what else do you have for Pisces here, Spirit? Wow, the 6 of Pentacles again. Okay, you have the Devil with the 7 of Cups in reverse. Pisces, this is similar to that energy that I was getting in the beginning, where it's like freedom from any expectation, freedom from any like fantasy of what something should be. When we accept life exactly as it is, and we say, okay, it's perfect just this way right now, the way that it is, and I am grateful for it just the way that it is right now, that's when we really call in abundance to us, because instead of focusing on what we are missing or what is empty or what we don't have, we are totally focused on the beauty of everything exactly the way that it is. And so with the 7 of Cups and the Devil and the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, there's kind of this energy of like needing it to be, feeling like it should be different than it is, or wanting it to be like the fantasy, or feeling, you know, when we have a certain fantasy for something and then it's not met, we're constantly and perpetually feeling disappointed by life. When we can just let go of that and accept life on life's terms and say it is perfect exactly the way that it is, and I am using my free will choices to build this, or to invest in this, or to focus in this area, or to, you know, to add to these things, then we are really in the flow of abundance when we can do that. And with the 6 of Pentacles, for me, and the 6 of Pentacles can also be where you have put good karma, you have put love, you have put joy in the hearts of others, you know, you have done good acts, and this is where the universe kind of returns that karma to you, balances the scales back in your favor. So you can see that you will be attracting abundance. Now, if you're focused on having it be a certain way or feeling like it should be a certain way, you might miss this. And how sad would that be that you're finally getting rewarded, but it's not coming exactly the way that you fantasized it, so you're still disappointed. You see what I'm saying? All right, let me clarify the Devil, of course, you know, I have to. Ah, see? Oh my gosh, you guys, literally. That's just what I said. Oh, and there's the gorgeous Temperance again. Oh, God, you guys are getting really beautiful cards here. Really, really beautiful energies. Man, oh man, I can just feel it. So, okay, this has become too big a burden. This has actually blocked your path and made you feel as though, you know, you are being let down when you're not really being let down. Whenever we should on anyone or anything or life itself, whenever we are like, I should be like this, or, you know, all my friends are married, why aren't I married? I should be married. Well, maybe that's not the plan for you. Maybe that's not what's meant for you. Maybe that's not your highest and best. Maybe you're meant to go win a Nobel Peace Prize. Maybe you're meant to go like find the cure for cancer. Like, God only knows. But, you know, maybe that isn't the highest and best for you. Maybe that's not what your soul even came here to do. You know, I understand that, like, we all need connection. Connection comes from many places. And love is something that we can carry on feeling love for, you know, our past person forever. I'm not saying don't love your person. You know what I'm saying? We can hold that space of love. That space of love is beautiful. That space of love is energetic and it won't ever die. And whenever we're putting love out into the universe, we are raising the collective consciousness. We're making the world a better and brighter place for everyone. But that doesn't mean we have to be right next to that person and experience them in the physical sense. It can be where we're holding a space of love for someone because we got to know who they are and we got to appreciate who we are and we got to, you know, come to a space where we felt very accepting and very, you know, those high level feelings for someone. But that doesn't mean that the only way to experience that is to be fully present with that person in the physical world. It can also be where, you know, we are just, you know, allowing those feelings to be there without needing to express them or needing them to manifest in any certain way. Anytime we meet someone that we're capable of loving or that we feel love for, our life becomes a richer place. So that doesn't mean that we have to be stuck in this feeling of, well, I should be with that person because I have feelings for them, but I'm not because, you know, that person for whatever, you know what I mean? Everybody's story is different, but, you know, there are many ways, and it's about kind of getting yourself to a place of not needing it to be a certain way and accepting it the way that it is. I mean, that's literally how life becomes a much easier place for you. At least that's my experience. You know, and so what I see here is when we release this feeling of being let down by the universe and carrying this burden of how it should be, and how many times we've been let down, and that we don't want to forget those things because we need to remember those things so that we don't let them happen to us again. You know, when we can finally just complete that cycle and be like, that is not my narrative anymore. That is not who I am, and I'm not carrying those burdens or carrying the burden of someone else's emptiness, you know, because someone else couldn't show up. The thing that you learned from that, Pisces, is that you can show up. You are capable of it, and you do deserve it. 2 of Cups right here, Temperance right here. You know, it's not your burden to bear that someone else can't show up for it. It's not. You can love that person and be at a distance from that person, and you can find someone new to love. And what a beautiful exploration and gift that is, to be able to discover someone else and to find those deep feelings for someone else. You know, I mean, I really thought I would never get over my first love. Oh my goodness. I just absolutely loved him to pieces. I just didn't think there was a better person on the planet. And then I met my husband and I'm like, okay, now I know there's not a better person on the planet. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, right, I get it. I do get it. And I have a ton of empathy and a ton of compassion, but also you got to look at what you're doing to yourself. And if you're really willing to do that to yourself, or if that's really what you want, you know, because you have the opportunity to answer the call and to rise above it and to no longer stay trapped in this energy with the devil. It's right here, and the universe is trying to bring it together for you. The universe cannot bring you your past person in a different energy. That's just not capable of that, because that person has free will energy. The universe, though, can introduce you to someone new. They can put someone new on your path. But you have to be ready and willing. You have to be in that space. All right, so 7 of Cups in reverse is just that energy of feeling like something should be different than it is. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, but I just keep picking up these cards, so I'm going to carry on like that. I like to be consistent. Here we go. For Pisces. Oh, wow. Guys, it's taken you a while, but something amazing is coming in. Okay. Something amazing is coming in. Some kind of victory, some kind of success. The universe is bringing it to you, Pisces. 8 of Wands. The Eight of Wands can be Cupid's arrow. This can be, you know, love. This can also be communication. This could be communication from a past person that did you wrong or blocked you or left without saying goodbye or without giving you a reasonable explanation. It can be. You know, this person may have, you know, with the Hermit here, they may have dug deep. They may have really considered what they want, and they may feel that they're ready to show up and ready to communicate that to you and to heal things. That definitely could be the scenario that's coming out here. It can also be where you are ready to celebrate. You have had enough of the Seven of Swords. You've had enough of people deceiving you, people saying things and ultimately not living up to it. It's that really is not your burden to bear. It is that person's burden to bear. You may have even been alone for some time here with the Hermit energy, considering for yourself what you want and what you desire. But with Temperance, something is definitely coming in. The universe is bringing something into your life to heal and to make something better. I have to clarify the Seven of Swords. For some of you, this is a past person who is stepping into their power. They are going to come through and communicate with you for sure. They can't stop thinking about you. They are stepping into their power. They are coming into the energy of feeling empowered and that they have all the tools they need to make something work. With the Page of Swords, they may have had a very deep personal moment of like a realization, a powerful realization. With the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck, again, this I feel like is you. I feel like, you know, this is when your head is turned, Pisces. You know, you're not looking for this to happen. You're not looking at it. This is an energy, though, of where you have gotten a tight grip on what it is you really want, and you're not going to accept something less than what you deserve. And, you know, you are well aware of your attractiveness at this time, I feel like. And there is this energy of, you know, I'm just getting like kind of a determined and stubborn. And stubborn isn't exactly the right word. I know exactly what it is. It is a Piscean thing, and I don't know how to really say it other than like when a Pisces digs their heels in, they dig their heels in. There's no moving them. And that's what I feel with this Queen of Wands. It's kind of like, I know what I want and I'm not compromising. And it may be forcing someone into this Magician energy where they are having to find the tools in order to come forward, in order to kind of even gain access to you. Because I feel like with the Hermit here, there is kind of this energy of like protection around you, or like not just anyone can approach you right now. You're in a high vibrational frequency, it feels like, or you're moving in that direction. With the Eight of Wands, though, this is definitely, for some of you, someone from your past coming back that wants to reconcile. I feel like this person was very head over heart, very logical and analytical, and was very much like, this just isn't practical, or, you know, something like that. I do feel the sense that this person does know what they want now, where they may not have before. And, you know, for some of you, I do feel like you are closing out a cycle where you felt like you were not getting what you wanted. And, you know, you may have even like fine-tuned or honed your skill of communication with the universe of what this is what I really want. And really gotten a very firm, solid, you know, expression of it, you know, like being very exact about it. And now it's like, you know, you may have also wanted to find your happiness in someone else. And I think with a magician energy, there is this energy of, no, I have everything that I need. I can provide all of that for myself. I don't need the same thing that I thought that I needed. I'm going to take one more round on these. Okay. Wow. Holy mackerel. Holy moly. You have the Six of Wands, the Sun, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Guys, you are really, seriously, 3 sixes right here, and we've had all these other sixes. You're syncing up with something that is really meant for you. You're syncing up with the flow of life. It feels like you are coming into a frequential match with what it is you've been looking for. I feel like you have complete clarity. Is this a Pisces sun card or what? With those, like, what is that? Trouble clubs? That just feels like a Pisces sun card to me. But definitely some of you could be dealing with a Leo, because you definitely have the Six of Wands and the Sun, both cards a Leo. But you know, this is, I have complete clarity. I know myself. I know what I want. I know what's going to make me happy, and I'm not compromising. I'm not giving up. I want emotional contentment with another person. And for some of you, it can definitely be someone from the past with the Six of Cups and the Sun, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. You're emerging victorious and you're getting a lot of recognition, it feels like. And there's just a lot of happiness around you and a lot of opportunity for, I don't know, I'm getting like turning up the volume, you know, like on the good stuff in your life. But something is definitely leveling out. Something is definitely returning to you. Some energy that you have put out is coming back to you. And I just feel like it's all sort of coming together. It's all sort of falling into place for you, for your best, highest and best good here. All right, let's see what the best potential outcome is with the tarot. The Sun again. You guys, oh my gosh, the repeat cards. Ay, ay, ay. 10 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. That for me is just a surefire sign. Yes, Pisces, you're getting what you want. You're getting what you want. I just feel it. And okay, let me rephrase that. You're coming into abundance. You're coming into the flow of the universe. What is meant for you is finding its way to you. Okay? Whatever that is. I don't even want to like dummy it down by specifying it or by like even saying watch for this or look for this. I feel like trust that what is meant for you is literally on its way for you right here, right now. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the Sun. This is extreme happiness, abundance, and joy. You know, you have the Queen of Swords with the Four of Swords. You have healed. You have come to a place of peace and clarity about whatever this is that caused your suffering in the past. You have allowed it to make you wiser. You have allowed it to make you more discerning. You know very strongly what you want. You know what you will accept and what you will not accept. You've made it very clear to the universe what it is that you want and what you will accept and what you will not accept. You are a very clear communicator at this time, I feel like. With the Queen of Wands, Temperance, and the Six of Cups. Yes, it is about determining what is going to make you happy and what you want, right? And sending that message. It is also listening to the voice of the universe that sees and knows so much more than you or I do, right? And what they're bringing into your life, where the flow is, what's opening up for you right here and right now. With the Six of Cups, it's trusting that you are really in the flow and you are really harmonizing, and that I do feel there's a very significant soulmate coming in. With the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, your luck is changing here, Pisces. Your luck is definitely changing. The wheel is turning in your favor right here, for sure. Okay, let's dive into this triple deck situation that I made the other day. It is kind of a behemoth to shuffle, but I do like the results. So, all right, here we go. So, for Pisces dealing with a water sign, okay. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I feel you even though we are apart. I can't reach out. We will be together again. I can't be with you. I think you're dealing with somebody who is not settled on an energy yet. They want to come back. They just don't know how, I feel. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. And I saved your texts and messages. I feel like this is one where there's a lot of emotion or feelings or love, but like the practical edge of it, of how do we make it happen or how do we make it work out, is what is sort of missing. All right, if you are dealing with a fire sign, okay. Children are important to this partnership. Time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. I wish I could take back my words. I compare others to you. I bury myself in work to forget about you. If you're dealing with an earth sign, this one wants us to look at it. I know I messed up everything. And you had a flipper here. I left you before you could leave me. Denial, detach with love to clearly see the truth. I feel so happy with you. I need security. So many things remind me of you. I hide behind material things. Self-care, clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. I can't get enough of you. And if you're dealing with an air sign, you have a flipper. Awakening, someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. Healing, old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. I feel the sexual tension. Marriage, this relationship is moving toward a sacred union. Mastery, you've learned the spiritual lesson. Balance, one person is giving too much in this relationship. And I want to start over. Okay, Pisces, this is what I have for you. I really hope it helps. I hope it brought you some peace and clarity. Very interesting energy today from start to finish, I feel like. And gosh, I hope it helped. And if it did, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. You guys are amazing. And literally, the other day, another tarot card reader commented on my post. It was a really sweet comment, and at the end of it she said, I don't know how you read every day, like, because it does take a lot out of you. I don't know that there's any other sign that I could read for any other day. You guys are truly amazing, and your energy is really amazing, and I feel, you know, I definitely hope that you're being appreciated out there and you're getting the love out there. I definitely feel like you guys are attracting abundance and flow into your life, and I say go for it. All right, until next time, guys, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.